girl, open up the briefcase, see what your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive
10783
before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
From the second down.
No, you might have to do another subscription in order to get that physical thing.
After a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Seattle.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Not scary, guys. Not scary.
Let's all just pretend, yeah, they're all just actors.
They're just pretending.
They're just pretending, yeah. It's all just pretend. Nobody's...
They're just pretending.
Yeah, nobody's really getting hurt. It's all just pretend.
They're sticking their tongue out at the good guys. That's not very nice.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and here's Murray on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
I liked what his head coach told us about him this week. that no matter what happens,
Mommy,
whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
What the heck?
Well, especially when we're talking about
What the
dinner.
heck?
That's where I go.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
This is a counter play, Eckler, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of. Running on first down, Eckler. The tackle made by Eric Murray. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And it's third down. 3rd and 14.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run here with Eckler. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it manning up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football. A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
On the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Here is Heck. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Brady over the middle, complete. It's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Eckler, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It was Eric Reed in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
They run it here with Gordon. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, way to go in this football game. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this is the first NFL carry for the Wisconsin Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety of Green. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, it still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Here, I'll hold it to
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, Brady. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Brady to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. There to make the grab, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Here's Murray from midfield as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
It's Eckler again.
That's good for a Falcons.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play, the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Brady.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Give the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one
make a
here.
bigger for Daddy. Let me to make that big
thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 36, Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, here's Bernard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run here with Bernard.
Off the backboard.
He will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's not been a fun game for this defense. They definitely have their share of struggles, but they need to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
When tomorrow when
This
I
kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Daddy.
Seahawks 7,
tomorrow I will
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a
Daddy,
defense,
when
the
I'm
way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. Score, now they get to go out there and do their part.
Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When
what the heck did he say, Daddy?
That usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster. And boy, was he moving there incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play. And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Firing that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 24. Seahawks.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady now on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver. And almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Rolling to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Seattle. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. Brady again here on second and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Bernard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
3. Brings up second.
Now a play fake. Brady.
The 22-yard line.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Makes the score Falcons 27.
So with that, you figure that this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. That's what you don't want to do.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd.
Shotgun now for Brady.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert to the possibility of a pass. That didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On play action, it's Murray.
What the heck
Stepping up,
did
he's
that
going
man
to keep
do?
it. Now Murray has it stripped, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Allen has it, left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game won.